Without wishing to be blunt about it, how many of you are there left? Because in terms of getting you off this planet,
probably 5,000 to 10,000. We're crammed in quite tight.
I can imagine.
Yeah. We don't know how many Xenos are out there. While the Jedi were setting up their defensive network, just the Earth erupted and spaceships tore the way out.
I'm sorry. What? Wait. When the Jedi arrived, ships erupted from the ground and flew off.
Yeah, we think that their fleet had been hidden here.
Not to make a bad situation completely nightmarish, but how many got past the defense screen?
A good number. They went to hyperspace as soon as they could, which caused, as you can guess, quite a lot of devastation to this planet.
Well, from bad to worse, we need to get these people off the planet, us as well, and we need to do it as fast as possible to warn the Republic.
We don't have 10,000 people's worth of space.
Our ship could at best get a couple of hundred.
If we can gain some sort of pass key to the defensive screen, we can pass
We're
on to the
5
Republic.
weeks out from the nearest hyperspace beacon.
It's hope. It's something for them. We cannot take all of them. We can take maybe some small number, but we can give the Republic and send.
Do they want to go to the? Do they want to leave this planet?
Who would fucking want to stay? I ask you.
Like,
there are many who have committed suicide. They believe some have committed suicide. Some believe they have to continue to fight. Yeah, Zepia, strobing away. Yeah.
Well,
many people want to continue the fight just to try and protect this world, as we were told. It's a religion for some. Many just want to leave, though.
we're here and we will try to help as much as we can.
We only have a single ship to help with, though, and it's not that many people can fit on it.
Well, yeah.
We can
And
still
of
warn the
course,
Republic.
the
They
only
can
place we
send.
can drop them off is about at the least a couple of weeks away.
It doesn't matter. We can ask for the Republic to send help. They can probably send 1 or 2 big ships to collect people. It's gonna take 10 weeks for them to do it, maybe even more, but still hope.
The problem is, I'm not now speaking more privately. I'm not sure we can turn the defensive screen off. Like, if there's still the Xeno, whatever the hell we're calling them.
No, not turn it off. But the Jedi ship got through.
No,
Yeah, because
Presumably they were gonna leave.
No, it didn't. That's the point. The Jedi ship was the
no.
one that got shot down.
No, it got shot down by the
it
people,
got
not by the
through.
automated defenses.
It got through because they were still setting those defenses up when it came down.
But that's actually not a bad thought. They wouldn't have the defenses shoot down their own ship, so perhaps we can salvage some kind of IFF from their ship if there's
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what I was
But
thinking. If we can salvage an IFF, we can at least send ships to rescue them afterwards. We can leave and then ask the Republic to send help for them.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I think
apparently that wasn't that good. That was you, Serpentis.
Yeah, some weird sort of.
Okay, listen, rescuing them is going to be longer term plan. It's not something we need to focus on right now. I think we need the IFF from that Jedi ship.
Okay, just
We do, yes.
Final comment. I don't think we can rescue them.
We should
but we'll get into
try.
that. We'll get into. Yeah, I'm saying we shouldn't. We'll get into that later. I think we need to go stomp off to that ship and see what's up.
Okay. I completely disagree with you, but let's go see the ship.
I like that concept, stomping off to the ship.
Well, we
Yeah,
are.
stomping off with our ship to their ship.
Mm-hmm. Do we have any tow? Oh, actually, can we ask them how big is that ship that we're going towards?
Yeah, it wasn't massive. It was probably like cargo freighter. It was diplomatic ship. No, basically,
So
having,
it's still too big. It's still too big to drag back.
probably.
Can we ask them if they've got any like tow
Tow
cable
cables?
launchers or whatever, so that we can like pull it in more closely?
I mean, the real question is, do they actually want that?
Well, there might be useful stuff on it.
See, the thing is, consider what they've said about it thus far. They think it's probably completely infested with those things by now. They
We're not gonna-
probably won't want that any closer to them. In fact, they
We're not
might
gonna-
want us to drag it further away.
Well, we're not going to drag it into the city. We're going to drag it sort of at where their guns can shoot at it if something goes wrong.
The guns can't shoot the ground.
Yeah, but I mean, still within the field of fire, not
The
right inside the
guns
city.
can't shoot any lower than 90 degrees.
No, they can shoot a
Is
bit
that
low.
right?
No, they can shoot a bit low,
Yeah,
but
they-
you can get
They must
in
be
it.
able to shoot the ground, but just not right under the city walls. Well, the tower walls.
Right
or
under
whatever
the
this
city
is.
walls for
Yeah.
a distance of about half a kilometer.
Probably a bit less. But yeah, something like that, yeah. You could drag it to a point where they could shoot it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So do they have tow cable launcher thingies, and are they on board with the plan? Do I have to make a charm check or negotiation or something?
Probably a negotiation check of some sort.
Cool. Difficulty?
Let's see. Negotiations against his negotiations, isn't it?
I
I
That
think
would make
so.
sense.
Just against.
It's kind of I'm just getting the book out. Every
Yeah.
week I forget this.
I mean, it'd be a lot easier to remember if, like, it told you where somewhere memorable.
Yeah, negotiation or cool.
So yeah.
It's a straight on negotiation. 2 red, 2 purple.
Dang, 2 red.
Yeah, he's a diplomat. He's quite good at his job.
Yeah, fair enough. Penalty, boosts.
I'm going to drop a dark side.
You can have an extra blue from me at least.
Okay, so that's another upgrade. That's a boost, and then I'll spend 1 in return. And then hope a whole lot. Okay, I can actually say nope. That despair doesn't happen.
That's
Let me see
fine.
what I need to do.
It's still a failure, but at least they aren't actively hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to spend that last destiny point.
Better use.
Yeah. Better to do that than despair, to be honest.
Okay, so they don't agree with the plan, but that's quite a lot of that's a few advantages. Maybe they're not
But they're not-
actively hostile.
Yeah.
They won't help, but
They won't help, but if you could do it, they wouldn't actually just blow the ship up.
okay.
The issue is that we need their tow cable to do it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can just. Do we have like? Are they not willing to give us tow cable, or the whole thing and the launches? Because the tow cable itself shouldn't be too.
They'd probably get you cable. They haven't really got that much, to be honest.
Yeah. We'll bring it back.
So they don't believe anyone who's going to go out there is going to come back there.
I have to go. I can't breathe.
Okay.
Okay, get
so
better.
luck with that.
You're being able to breathe is a hell of a lot more important than this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll have to go attach it manually to the ship.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
it.
I volunteer.
Well, it would probably be you and me.
We can't
yeah,
just have 2 of you out on their own now. That's not enough if something jumps you. I'll go down there with you.
Let's see how it goes when we get there. We may run into more resistance. Let's see what the resistance is when we go down, when we go there.
Alright.
honestly, only Hilo needs to stay in the ship
Yeah.
to pilot it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's all of us go down.
Yeah, and I mean, unless there's something really, really dangerous, such that it'll just rip the doors off and jump into the ship, I don't think we need to. Yeah, so let's all go except for Hilo. Hilo can keep the engines warm and make sure that the doors are shut until we're there.
But we're going to stomp over in the ship anyway.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, true.
We'll have to get out at some point, but not right now.
Ka-stomp.
I mean, I do like the part where you were implying you were going to try to drag a freighter with just the 5 of you.
No.
I wasn't quite. I wasn't quite hearing, or like some of the stuff that's being talked about went in one ear and out the other. I didn't understand that part.
Look, man, Nock and Jar are really, really strong.
You're almost both of you are almost as strong as a Rancor.
What is a Rancor? 6.
Yeah, I think that's 6.
So, we approaching the blasted Jedi ship.
Yep, it's a fair mess, to be honest. It looks like it did one of those good old skids for a while.
The kind of skid that we'd be intimately familiar with.
Yes, it's like you without that last second pull up. So, it's fairly well embedded, but you're fairly certain that, with a good bit of effort, you might be able to get out there and sort it out.
If it's in pieces, then we're probably not going to be able to drag it out. It's going to fall apart.
If it's in pieces, though, all we do is just try and find the section with the main computer and start
Exactly.
the console. So
we go straight for the computer and try to extract it.
what? Well, actually, that's a fair point. First of all, we actually need to work out, I suppose, where the computers are.
Maybe we have the ship on our data banks. It's a Republic ship.
Yeah, do we recognize the ship? Type of ship, rather.
Type of ship. You can
lore?
make me a
I can make a lore check.
lore check.
Average.
Maybe Core Worlds?
Core Worlds actually would be better. Because lore is more history. It's not history, it's more current events.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Average, did you say?
Average, yeah.
Any black
or
or-
roll it?
Yeah, I mean, if you have it, you might as well.
Yeah, have a couple of black, because, did you keep up on the latest ship designs?
It's
Apparently Diesel did, yes.
I did not.
of course the Sith were secretly training her to recognize all the Republic ships in order to sabotage them.
Actually, that does make sense. You would think that military types wouldn't take those black dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
fair enough.
means
You
that
got successes.
actually-
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what it is.
You know what it is. Yeah, you got a good idea. I'll just share up the
Oof. That's busted. Drone bay, armory, engineering and life support, laboratory.
Okay, next step. Can we identify anywhere that we can detach tow cables that probably won't rip the ship in further pieces?
You know
That
something,
would be a
Ray?
mechanics check.
Yes, I was about to say that'd be probably
Well,
a
that'd be
difficult.
an engineering check, but since there is no specific thing for that.
This looks almost exactly like my last game of FTL.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Exactly. Is it right? Completely
this
without
is-
a detail.
This would probably be
Needs more
difficult.
manpower.
How difficult?
3, I'm going to upgrade it. Because you've got to
Hey.
figure out where everything goes.
Alright, so let me check and see if I have anything that will modify that.
There we go. Oh, you get up to turn the light on, the face appears at the door.
What?
The cat's I just turned the light on, and like 5 seconds later, there's a cat face at the door.
Cicero.
Cicero.
Yeah, the only thing that could possibly give me any extra bonuses is having solid repairs, but I'm guessing that's
Probably outside the purview.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna roll it then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, well, does anybody else have any?
Mechanics?
Well, actually, Zeb did. Oh, whatever.
Oh.
I'll say somebody assist me, damn it.
I'll help you.
If it's mechanics, sorry, you're not getting it from me.
He points and says, "Yep, it's broken."
Oh
It
Doesn't
boy.
help.
The one threat, given where we are and what's going on, I would guess that either it's taking longer than normal, it doesn't quite get a good grip on it, or it's a loud process.
I mean, to be honest, I think we can afford to write the paint job off on this one, so if it's not a particularly pretty clamp, it's not so bad.
Yeah. Well, it's like the threat has to mean something. I mean, it also could just inflict a little bit of strain, but
It's more likely it's just like it is going to take you some time because some of the sections you have to connect to are like embedded in the earth.
yeah.
So it's not going to
And
be
I'm
a
going
quick.
like you have to connect to these sections because otherwise the whole ship will rip it away. Rip it partly away.
Can I just check? Are we not checking the computers before we start towing? Because surely that's
I
not
was actually going to mention, can we do both of these things, like as the tow try to go for the computers?
I don't think we should go inside before it's under the guns of the city. Because then we're going to be fighting inside the ship and probably outside at the same time.
If we're going to be on top of the ship, which is mostly broken up, they're going to attack us if we get on top of it, for sure. They're going to hear
Yeah, but then at least we aren't stuck inside the ship when inevitably something attacks us from outside the ship.
Fine. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna object to it.
But I mean, we should. I mean, yeah. That is the question is if we drag it. I mean, we're trying to figure out ways to get the clamps in well. If we drag it, will we damage the computer?
Yeah, we need to make sure preliminary if it's actually worth doing it. If the computer is busted, then it's pointless.
Yeah.
Well, if the computer's busted, we can drag it back so they can use it for parts at the very least.
Yeah, maybe they can salvage something off of it. I think we just need to drag it back, whatever happens, and then we'll deal with whatever's going on inside.
Okay. You start attaching cables.
Okay, to be clear, who's going outside? Jar, obviously.
I think everyone except
Apparently,
Kylo.
everyone's
I'm obviously outside.
Yeah.
I think reasonably everyone but Hilo could be outside, to be honest.
Okay. So, what point do we get attacked?
Probably about 20 minutes into the work.
To be clear, how much work is left?
Not too much. You've managed to get most of the code tables, but yeah, the actual like digging out of stuff is just slowing you down a lot.
Did you say code tables?
Yes, I did. It's been a long day. I was hoping no one would notice.
I wasn't
Four
sure if I
candles,
had
four
for a
candles.
second.
Right. So I'm just updating the map to be a bit more outside. Right, so I need to just add a bunch of load stuff. Why is that not doing anything?
Because the game wants you to give us a break.
No, the game never wants me to give you a break.
Oh, game wants us dead.
Yesterday is a damn good example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, just 1 second. I've just got to get the pattern on it.
By the way, Gray, you haven't hit any buttons that have accidentally stopped the recording.
No, I've got the recording open on the other one. I learn lessons occasionally.
But for how long?
Are you sure?
No.
To be fair, it wasn't a lesson we thought needed learning.
Yeah, I have no idea what I did. or why I did it. I think it's just one of those moments of like madness.
You use OBS, don't you?
Yeah.
It's probably got some arcane stop the recording key combo that you managed to hit somehow.
Yeah, as we all know, Gray randomly smashes the keyboard with his fists every few minutes.
It's more that for some reason OBS likes to use a lot of stupid like key combinations for things.
No, I think I was literally I have to use a different name. I think I was just searching through something and I hit the button. It's on like home end to start finish, which I never normally touch. I think I just accidentally touched it. Right. That'll do for now.
That's really nice.
So where is our ship? in
Your
relation
ship will
to this?
be probably behind it. You're trying to drag it out of that.
Okay, so in the furrow, in other words.
Yeah.
Looks like a person, sort of.
It looks like a cyborg.
Looks like someone wearing a blanket.
That ship is actually not that big, apparently. Ah, now it has.
Yeah, our ship should
Yeah, I can't get it to fit on.
It should be turned around.
It's
because
just
we're
slightly
dragging
off
it
map
away.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's just off map.
Yeah, there's no way you can get it to fit and still keep reasonable.
Yeah. So I assume you guys are kind of up around here. 'Cause you're trying to attach the tow cable.
Gary, could you pick me up some 4 candles?
Yeah, 4 candles.
Sorry, I'll stop.
No, that's a good start. It's a good one to do.
Okay, so
The Americans and everyone else are just going 4 candles.
4 candles? What the hell are they talking about? I'm talking about 4 candles or 4 candles?
Are we assuming Hylo's on the ship? Or is
Yes.
Hylo
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
seen
Sorry.
that, yes.
Hylo should...
All right, so you guys will be roughly there-ish. You can move yourself around if you want. This would be when you kind of hear the sound of something approaching.
Vigilance?
Vigilance would be a good check.
Is there a perception or is that vigilance?
Oh shit, why did I roll nothing?
There is a perception, but it's a different
Yeah.
thing.
You rolled
Yeah,
nothing because that was your initiative.
Yeah. Let's see. Perception. Vigilance and perception. Like the problem is they're very similar, but vigilance is more or less like being ready for the unknown. Like if you're if you're surprised, there's a vigilance test. It's a vigilance test to essentially like pass it off.
Yeah, are we actually like rolling initiative, or is it just a vigilance roll?
This is kind of like this is to see if you notice them sneaking up on you.
Okay. So you just
Can
want
I
the
get a
vigilance.
bonus from the ship sensors?
Yes. Having a free upgrade.
What difficulty then?
Yeah.
Average with 2 black. Because you're focused on your work, but not 100%.
Ooh, does that mean I don't get the black because I'm not doing work?
Hey!
Yep.
Nox sees everything forever.
I still don't!
Oh, you want to know what also is vigilance checks? So like if there's a small thing that you didn't explicitly state about your character, but you wanted to have it be a part of it, I mean that would be a vigilance test to say like, oh well, I already did that.
Oh, did we roll duty and whatever?
Yes, nothing.
Yeah, we did way back when.
Okay, nothing.
Okay.
Just accept it.
Not nothing. The player, nothing came up.
No, I understand.
Looks like
Yeah, but these things get confusing.
looks like initiative kind of went all over the place. Or were we not?
We were doing initiative.
We were rolling initiative.
Well, they both re-rolled anyway, so... Yeah.
So,
Could we argue that as Nock triumphed, it isn't just him?
yeah. I'm just going to give them a boost for their initiative, I think.
Yeah.
That seems like a fair thing from all those failures.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're rolling
Triumph from
cool.
Nock.
The triumph from Nock means we're not surprised. I'll take that.
Oh, okay. So we're rolling cool or vigilance?
You're rolling vigilance, they're rolling cool, but I don't expect you to lose out against these guys.
Don't say
We're
that.
going to lose out against them.
Hey!
They're
Wait,
not.
you want us to? Is it you want us to roll vigilance?
Yes.
Yeah, so the vigilance without initiative was to see if we saw them coming. We passed, so we're not surprised.
So this is initiative
We
now.
only have...
Gray, I have a 1.1.
Yep, 1 second.
That one is supposed to be.
Yeah, I should have a plus 0.2 in whatever I rolled.
4.1.
So 1.4 for me.
Or 4.01, sorry.
Not 1.01, 1.1.
Okay.
I got a triumph.
Alright, one of the 1.01s, well, the 1.01 should be a 2.01 because I'm using
Yep.
the rapid reaction.
So my initiative is what? 03? Or the special can be even
3.1, I think.
3.
Doesn't make much difference. Before you guys go, before they do.
Yay.
So, scale, they're probably at the edge of long range.
Kill that man.
Okie doke. Would anyone object if I grabbed one of the earlier slots? Because I really don't have any close combat options, so I kind of need to shoot first.
Do they have lightsabers?
No.
Now that's... Okay.
Like, what are they armed with, actually?
Some sort of gun you've never seen.
Okay, it's really hard to tell from... Could you share a bigger version of that picture?
Probably?
I'd just like to point out that I do have command of the ship's turbo lasers.
Please don't shoot us.
I'm not gonna shoot you, I'm just saying don't rush into melee before I've gone.
Yeah, we've been down the road of melee rushing before, let's not do it again.
Keep in mind, though, they are small targets, and
Yes.
therefore it's way more difficult to hit them.
He doesn't
why
have
not?
to hit them. He's using a turbo laser. He can splash.
Yeah, but you're
Turbo
more likely
lasers
to...
do not have blast damage.
I think against sort of... There are rules that against
I
small
would think
targets...
that
they-
at this scale, yes, they would have blast. Just from the sheer size of the bolts.
You're using an anti-capital ship weapon against infantrymen. It's gonna help.
Yeah, but hitting is going to be very hard.
Like I said, you don't have to hit it directly.
There are
You kind of
rules
do, that's
for
how blast
firing.
works. It is
Not
actually
really.
pretty good.
Not
No,
really,
you
I
have to
mean-
activate blast by getting enough successes on a hit. Not successes, sorry, advantages.
Yeah, but you don't actually have to hit. Okay.
It has a fucking cheroot.
I curiously recognize where this is from.
I don't.
Same. I know who that. I know about the character. I forgot about what his name was.
Yeah, same.
What in the fuck?
It's actually it's said to be one of the most loved and successful alien comic.
Yeah, it's in the thing. It's an intelligence xenomorph, like human
Right.
intelligence xenomorph.
I think he was a colonial marine sergeant. That's why he has a cigar, obviously.
Yeah, it
Of
was something
course.
weird like that. It was actually pretty good. But anyway, we now just have to shoot them.
Yes.
Shame.
Yes, indeed.
At least we can take the cigars afterwards.
I should go before too many of them go because of essentially the bonuses I get.
Well,
But,
how many people
yeah.
want to go before? Because we have like 4 slots.
We had 4 slots, so you said you want to go. Hilo wants to go.
I don't want to go.
Oh, I thought you said that you wanted to.
Then
He
the
wants to-
range
I did.
people want to go.
Yeah.
All right.
The range people who have long range guns really
But-
want to go first.
Hyla should probably go first.
Yeah, Hilo,
She
you go
should.
first.
If she does hit something, she's gonna utterly annihilate it.
Okay, great. I'm gonna be aiming for either 0 or 2, unless I can split the difference and just hit both of them. But I doubt you're gonna allow that.
No.
What's the difficulty?
I'm just checking. Because there is something about difference in silhouette, isn't there?
There is, yeah. I think there are
it's
rules for-
it's 5. It's 5 difference in silhouette.
Yeah, so it's 5 purple.
Well, no. No. There's Give me a second.
No, there is a chart. It's 5 purple.
Yeah, but I do think there is something about with shooting at people-sized targets with capital ship weapons. There is something about if you get close enough, you can still splash them.
Well, no, that was. There is a thing that allows you to do that. That's like the brace fire. Like if you have if you have a ton of weapons, you can battery fire, and that does have a blast.
The thing is, we don't.
Yeah, so you have to like. That's literally like if you have 10 turbo lasers, then you can fire them as one weapon, and then have a blast rating to that. So I don't think we can do that. Yeah, it's a 5 difficulty roll to try and hit infantrymen.
Well, fingers crossed.
I'm going to upgrade one.
I mean, if you hit him, he's dead, gone.
Yeah. And you're all far enough away that I have no chance of hitting any of you by accident. So
He says, before he rolls it to there.
it's more wishful thinking, Gray.
Don't roll a despair.
I didn't roll a despair, and I'm going to spend that dark side. Yeah, I can. I have the point. Zenithia Warrior 1 is gone.
Yep. Yeah, he just evaporates.
Or not 1-0.
That's it. Well.
Potato, one's dead.
Just switch them up.
I'm not really finding a heck of a lot. Like the biggest thing I think is blanket barrage, which like essentially throws lots of problems. Like if they start rolling threat or despairs, they get hit with the sheer amount of firepower you're tossing their way.
Yeah, maybe I'm just
Whatever.
misremembering.
Well, to be honest, actually, given that one's now dead, I don't need to go immediately because I'm on the far side of these guys, so someone else can jump in.
Actually, that's a point. How high is this ridge? Because you might still have line of sight.
Probably not actually there at the bottom of it. It's what's been thrown up by the crash, so it's probably about the same size as the ship.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean he could jump onto the top of the ship?
Yep.
I mean, I'm kind of tempted, even though it's not my best stats.
You're gonna
Not gonna lie.
fall.
Well, no, I was going to use a hook pistol, actually.
Oh, okay. Why are you jumping onto the ship? Oh, to get line of sight.
Line of sight, because I can't actually see the remaining Zenithia from this side.
But I'll take up your whole turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Means I can do something useful next time. But that also means I really shouldn't go now anyway, because people who can usually shoot will go, so...
I mean, I wasn't implying that you should use that as advice. I was just thinking it'd be kind of cool if you did.
Actually, can anybody else shoot? Because I think Zex is limited to medium range.
I am limited to
they
medium
at
range.
long
I have to actually move.
They're at long range, yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'd have to move 2 range bands closer in order to hit them.
Yeah, the problem is that they're at long range currently from Zex, so either I commit hook shenanigans to get on top of the ship, or I basically have to sprint around the nose behind Nock and Tali. Which, I mean, to be fair, I'll just do anyway, I tell you what. Fine, I'll take a turn and just take 2 maneuvers to just get into long range, but sort of where Tali is, so I can shoot next turn. And that's my turn.
Okay,
Right.
well, I think,
I think this is gonna be my turn.
What can you do?
I can move closer.
Should we?
I mean, I have a lightsaber. They're gonna target me first, and I can reflect the attacks.
You have no guarantee that they're going to target you first just because you have a lightsaber.